do you know what Zoe Saldana said in a recent TikTok? Actually, recent couple of TikToks. So I was scrolling on TikTok and I saw a couple of interviews that she did, and she talked about how she did a lot of movies before Lioness, before the other movies that we're seeing her, be outstanding in, and TV shows that we see outstanding in, because she was getting married, and she was focused on raising her kids. And the second TikTok, that wasn't the first, it's the second TikTok I saw her, and she was talking about how she was really shy and really, she underestimated her skills and her ability to do the work that needs to get done, and she hasn't really challenged herself, and she really didn't think that she's capable of doing the roles that she's doing now. I don't know why, but now she's putting herself in rooms, in TV shows and movies where we're seeing incredible acting. Let me set the stage. Hi, my name is MJ. This is I'm About It, where I talk about the things that I'm about. And today we are talking about Lioness, and we're also talking about Landman, a couple of TV shows that honestly are some of the best of this year. The cream of the crop. How did I know about these TV shows? Well, first, I learned about Lioness because I've been scrolling on TikTok, and a lot of the lovely content creators who review TV shows and movies on a daily basis, a weekly basis, they're talking about how it's so amazing and so good. And I was also listening to a podcast who they also mentioned that it was really good too. So as y'all know, I'm obsessed with TVs and movies and all things media. I thought it would be a good time for me to go watch it. I am watching a whole bunch of other things. I'm watching The Ultimatum. I'm watching a whole bunch of things, really. Movies that are out in theaters. But I sat down and I watched this. I put it on while I was watching in bed. And as I was turning this on, I'm like, Zoe Saldana. Okay. The actual art of the actual TV show, the thumbnail of the TV show on Amazon Prime, didn't really look enticing, and so I clicked on it anyways. We have Nicole Kidman, some of the amazing actors that were in House of Cards. You also have some incredible other actors too that I never thought will actually be part of this. Max Martini is in this. Wow. We have Bruce McGill, who is in this. Morgan Freeman is in this. So I was set. I set my little tushy down. And I'm like, I'm going to watch this till my tushy bleeds. Okay? What is going on here? What's going on here? And I turned on and watched season 2. Apparently people are saying that season 1 of Lioness is really good. So let's talk about it. I'm going to talk about Lioness first. It's called Special Ops Lioness, 2 seasons. It's a thriller on Amazon Prime Video. And it has been written by, this is written by the same guy who did Yellowstone, Taylor Sheridan. When you click on Taylor Sheridan in Google, he honestly looks like an action figure. He looks like a guy who is the co-actor, the guest star in action TV shows and movies, but not really the writer or the executive producer or the creator of any such things that are TV shows and movies. So you're like, oh my God, I know this guy. He was in Yellowstone. But I think he loves period pieces because he also did 1923, 1883. He was in Sons of Anarchy, which I like, but I didn't really get into, but he was really in Yellowstone. So he created and written Lioness. For extra context, he also helped to write Yellowstone. I don't think he created it though. I could be wrong. Y'all can correct me in the comments. And then we'll talk about Landman, which he obviously created and wrote as well. So, executive producer, I believe the executive producer of this show, Lioness, is Zoe Saldana, is one of the executive producers. You also have, I'm pretty sure, Nicole Kidman is also an executive producer. The casting for this show is Chef's Kiss. I was watching another TikTok that said that this must be one of the most expensive TV shows to ever make, because you have the best of the best of the best. I honestly really want to know how much Nicole Kidman ever makes on these type of TV shows and movies, which doesn't really have tons of experience in it, but everybody knows her. She's like a household name. So is she going to be paying the big bucks? Like, are people going to be paying her $2 million, $3 million to be part of this type of TV show? Or is she going to be paid based off of her experience and based off of what she's going to be bringing in terms of caliber to the show? Now, Nicole Kidman definitely surprised me, girl. Surprised me. Okay. We're talking about boss babes in this show. And I really want to know, like, I really hope, like, and that's the thing too, like, when the show blows up, when a movie blows up, you then realize how much these actors actually get paid on these type of projects. And it's just so disgusting. It reminds me of the movie Wizard. The movie Wicked with oh my god, Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo. Cynthia Erivo was paid much less than Ariana Grande. Everybody knows Ariana Grande, but she's not an incredible actor. But Cynthia Erivo is an incredible actor, and honestly, not only did she sing better than Cynthia, I mean, it depends. I think the first scene of Wicked was amazing, Ariana Grande, and then the last scene with Cynthia, she sang amazing. So I don't know, but the fact that the point is they were both given income, but the salaries are completely different. I mean, I think, you know, Ariana Grande was like $20 million, and, like, you know, Cynthia Erivo was like $2 million. It was something crazy. But of course, when you enter these type of projects that pays you less, the whole goal is you get exposure. If you act good, you get more projects. If you act really well, mind-blowing, like Zoe Saldana did in the show, which we'll talk about, then you'll get awards. And then you not only will be a person to be reckoned with in the industry, you'll have to pick up the litter when it comes to transcripts. And so I honestly think that Zoe Saldana pulled it out of the water, and I'm just like so shocked. I don't know where this Taylor Sheridan came from, and he has some big mother freaking bucks behind him to be getting these big name actors. And I just really know how much how much are you paying Morgan Freeman? How much are you paying Nicole Kidman? Like, I really want to know. And the fact that Morgan Freeman is still acting is also very surprising to me. When I see him in pictures and videos in TMZ, he honestly looks like he's retired, but Morgan Freeman doesn't even look like Morgan Freeman on TV. Like, he looks like a whole different person. I don't hate it. I love it. I love a girl. I love it. We want to see more Morgan Freeman. Okay. Zoe Saldana usually plays the type of movies and TV shows that you really don't see. She's kind of like typecasted. Like, it's like kind of this interesting thing where, and she talked about it on TikTok and in the interviews, where you never thought you'll see Zoe Saldana play these type of roles, because I think she kind of told herself subconsciously that I am not capable of playing such roles. Is my little green plant? One day I'll have like a lavish background. Definitely subscribe, like, comment, so we can get there together. So Zoe Saldana usually plays movies and TV shows that you wouldn't think she would be in, right? She was in Guardian of the Galaxy. She was in like all of them, like a billion of them, right? What people don't know, I think a lot of people know, but people forget that she was in Avatar, and she was the mom, and she played an amazing performance as the mom in the Avatar of the family, right? Amazing performance. But I honestly see her as playing kind of like the love interest of every single movie and TV show, and that's what she did in Avatar. That's what she did in Guardians of the Galaxy. And that's what she did in Pirates of the Caribbean. There was another movie that came out on Netflix, or a TV show that came out on Netflix, that I liked. It was really touchy-feely, really emotional. But it was definitely more, again, in the type of realm that Zoe Saldana usually makes. I forgot the show, but it's on Netflix. If you look at all the TV shows that she's ever been in, it's there. I think it's like a woman who gets married to a mixed race man, and they're navigating the issues in regards to that. I don't know. I think where it actually reached a certain head was with Colombiana. Zoe Saldana performed amazingly in, like, I was so shocked that Zoe Saldana had this in her, had the ability to be that boss babe, to kick the door down, do what needs to be done, be forceful, but also be, intelligent and very powerful and strong and quick and witty. And she was doing all that and all in Colombiana. So it gave us like a little glimpse into who Zoe Saldana could act in, right? And the roles that she could potentially play. So once she's like that, when she does things like this, then we can see more of what Zoe Saldana is capable of doing. Now, I'm really happy that her acting gets better, because you know what Zoe Saldana reminds me of? Resident Evil. What's that white girl from the UK who plays Resident Evil? She played lots of, love interests and things like that. Oh my God, not Resident Evil. Oh my God, Serendipity? Yeah, that movie Serendipity? It's played by, this is how my brain works in terms of tracking it back, guys. Kate Beckinsale. Kate Beckinsale played a lot of rom-coms, love interests, a lot of movies and TV shows, and then all of a sudden, she's in Underworld, Van Helsing, all of this, like, Underworld movies. She's in, like, 7 Underworld movies, Total Recall, and she being that boss babe, right? But her acting wasn't great, but it was fun to see on screen. But the difference between Kate Beckinsale and Zoe Saldana is that Zoe Saldana's acting is incredible. I think, in my opinion, I don't know why she was holding out. And I think I love the TV show Lioness even more because you have a woman who's really challenging herself in roles that we usually don't see her in. And we need to do that. Not only we need to push other people to do that, and we also have to push that for ourselves. So she's kind of like inspiring me anyway. Another black woman, you know what I mean? So what I love about Lioness, let's go into Lioness. I mean, I love Lioness for like a myriad of reasons that I've already kind of that kind of alluded to already. So we can start off with the cast, which is what I started from the beginning. Cast, brilliant. Nicole Kidman, when I first saw her again, I thought it was a kind of weird that she was in this, but she's showing a side to us that we didn't think is possible, and I think this could be the actual start of a wrecking ball or tumbleweed where she's growing on and putting on different types of projects in her roster. And we saw Nicole Kidman in that TV show on Netflix in a serious drama, but a thriller drama. So I think Nicole Kidman has this in her. I didn't know. I thought she did, again, a lot of like rom-coms, cutesy fun, movies. I loved it. Now, people are talking about that Taylor Sheridan's like really into lesbianism. I don't really see that. Then again, I didn't watch season 1. I mean, it is really weird that all the women that's part of Lioness are all gay, but Zoe isn't. Joe isn't. I don't know. Okay, it's a bit weird. Ain't gonna hold you. But Nicole isn't gay. Like, she's married to the White House guy who is Bruce McGill. I don't know. Maybe it is. But I have to watch season 1. I don't know why all the women in Lioness are gay, but they are. But I don't know. I guess now that you think about it, it's kind of weird, but I'm going to have to watch season 1, and I can't wait to watch season 1 over my winter break. It's going to be really fun. I loved how gritty it was. It was really gritty. Like, in the beginning of the season 2, you're watching Zoe really get naked, and I'm like, whoa. We're seeing her boobies and all. And she even said it in where she's accepting an award on behalf of somebody, or giving a little intro to somebody who's accepting, who was about to accept an award. And she said that, listen, I can give a little boob. I'm very talented. I can give a little boob. I can give a little this, but I can't stand in front of you here and say all of this, and or read a teleprompter. I think that's what she said. She can't read a teleprompter, but she can show a little boob. Brilliant. Somehow Zoe is able to be in the moment and encapsulate so many different. I think her acting in the beginning of the season was really good than the end. And we'll get to the ending. A lot of people had like different opinions about the ending. But anyways, her acting has the ability to really take on the present moment. I think when people are in scenes with Zoe Saldana, either that is Nicole, or that is Dave Annabelle, or that is one of my favorite guys from House of Cards. I don't know why he's so low on this cast list, but he's like the, not chief of staff, like not Secretary of State, but I forgot his name, but he's not even on this. There we go, Michael Kelly. Either it's Michael Kelly. I think all of them are kind of like so stunned with Zoe's acting that it's very easy for them to pair off with Zoe in scenes, because she's just so in the moment and she gives it her all. Sometimes watching Zoe Saldana in this season, she looks like physically tired. Like she looks very tired and she looks exhausted, which is great, because I think that's Joe. That's the person she's playing. However, it does seem like I kind of like want to like hold her and like make her stay home and watch movies all day so she can like recoup and get her energy, because she like I just want to intervene. Like she looks like she needs help. I don't know, like her eyes just make it look like she needs help, like she desperately needs some type of intervention. Leisla de Oliveira, apparently she was better in the first season. I loved her in the second season. Loved her a lot. Genesis Rodriguez, gorgeous. These are gorgeous girls. Not the greatest acting. I think Genesis Rodriguez in season 2, at the end, when she was screaming, like that was an incredible acting. I think everybody's really giving it their all, and it's not just like another TV show that Amazon needs to make just to kind of fulfill the consumers, hunger, but it's like we're putting out something and we want to create purpose. It's for a purpose, and I think that's what Taylor Sheridan is doing. And the Lioness program is actually a real program, but the purpose of the real Lioness program, that's in reality, in real life, it's to help children specifically. And that's why they made, I'm pretty sure, that episode a whole big deal when they saw like the cartel was muling and, trafficking children, because the real Lioness program actually does that in real life, save actual children. And the Lioness program in real life is actually made up of all women. And it is actually kind of weird that Taylor Sheridan makes all the women in the Lioness gay. I don't know why, but it is a bit weird. It is. And I do have to watch season 1 to create my final assessment on that. I would change nothing. I was at the edge of my seat from beginning to end. It is extremely entertaining, exhilarating, and you're like, wow. That's how you feel from beginning to end. It's like a roller coaster, but a roller coaster in a good way. Like, fun fact, I don't like roller coasters. I don't. And I'm loving it. I really am. I just don't understand why you're not loving it. And the ending could have been better. I agree. I don't think it's a weird ending. I think it was a perfect soft ending. The ending could have been better. Taylor Sheridan definitely was lazy at the end. Maybe there's a purpose for that. But it was weird because the entire season did not feel like a normal prodigal drama, right? But at the ending, that last episode, the last 15-20 minutes felt like it ended as if we're gonna come back to this TV show next week with a whole different drama that the Lioness team have to face, a whole different issue that the whole Lioness team has to face. So the ending didn't really match this season, I think people are saying, but the ending was fine nonetheless. And I love this so much. I need them to create season 3, 4, 5, and 6. I really do think Amazon Prime is looking at their own version of Homeland here, if they do it right. and they give Sheridan what they need for him to do it right. And I need Sheridan to get the help to do what needs to get done to make it right. Okay. I love it. So that's that. We're gonna move on to because I was talking about Amelia Perez, another movie on Netflix I loved. It's a musical opera drama. I don't know. Very good. Go watch it. But I'll give my review on that on a different day. Ooh. Different day, girl. Let's talk about Landman. Landman is also another TV show that Taylor Sheridan has created. It's very good. Very good. Whoever decided to cast Billy Bob Thornton, raise. Raise! Demi Moore is showing more of herself, less of her body. That's amazing. Because I really didn't like that movie that she's getting all these Emmys, and the movie was not for me. But in this TV show, Landman, very well done. I didn't really like John Hamm in this. But John Hamm is like, so he's the guy in, not Suits. Oh my God. What's that? Mad Men. I don't like John Hamm in this. He's not fulfilling. He's not giving me that itch. Like, he's not really giving the role what I think he needs the role to give as the person who owns this entire company that hires Billy Bob Thornton and is the CEO, the owner of this big oil company in Texas. I don't see him really executing in the way I want him to execute. That's my opinion on John Hamm. I'm okay with it. But even then, I'm like, who would they have put in this role? Honestly, any guy who looks like a guy from Texas. A lot of white guys looks like a guy from Texas. But do we need? I feel like we do need kind of like a Texas, that man, rusted man for the old the old white guy. I don't know. I just don't see how this guy ends up owning an oil company. John Hamm, who's Monty Miller looks like he's a guy who just moved from Texas, from New York. He looks like a liberal elite. Like, he doesn't look like he's in Texas. I don't know. I love Billy Bob. Is it Lieutenant Tommy Norris? What is the LT for? Okay. Tommy Norris, played by Billy Bob. I love Billy Bob. I love everything that Billy Bob is doing in this. Michelle Randolph. Okay, let me tell you the ones who are annoying. Ali Lauder, the wife, is really freaking annoying. You married a man which you knew his entire job, and now you want to change him 30 years later. I don't understand. This is who you're married to. Or let me rephrase that. This is the man that you want to get together with, that you cheated with your current husband. Miss Angela, you can't change him. Like, her, she's really annoying. She's really like diva energy, and it's really unnecessary, girl. This is the man. This is how they live. You can't change them. Even though Billy Bob wants to change, he doesn't seem like a person who can change, and I think he's slowly changing for Angela. I don't think those two are going to work. The child, Michelle Randolph, is annoying. My favorite character is his son, Jacob Laughlin. Amazing. I love Jacob Laughlin. He's playing the boy who has a chip on his shoulder, hardworking young man who wants, boof off the straps, blue collar, even though he came from quite a wealthy family, because I think, Tommy Norris, Billy Bob, makes a lot of money for his family and his kids. So he seems like Cooper Norris, who's played by Jacob Laughlin, wants to create his own company, and he wants to gain all the knowledge so he can be a successful company at that. I love Cooper Norris. What I don't like about his storyline is the fact that now he's gonna have to, have romantic relations with Paulina Chavez, who is Ariana, who is the widow of his former colleague who died, right? And I really wish it wasn't that predictable. Like, that's so predictable. Even I could have wrote that storyline. I could have wrote that storyline, and that's very freaking predictable. I'm sorry. That storyline is very freaking predictable. And that was really disappointing that Taylor Sheridan went in that direction. And I'm like, you know what? Cooper, you're now gonna get in love with Ariana. You're gonna marry her. You're gonna raise her kid. It's weird. It's predictable. We could have done something else with that, with this storyline. And I like the show Landman because it's like very interesting. Like the scene, like the very first scene. And I think Taylor Sheridan's really good at this. Taylor Sheridan is really good at creating really explosive first episode scenes. But then again, the goal when it comes to TV shows and movies is to sell a pilot. You have to be able to sell that first episode. If you're able to sell that first episode, then you have a season, baby. So you have to make the first episode explosive and make it interesting. If not, then people are not going to watch it. So that first episode where Billy Bob Tommy Norris is basically kidnapped and then forced at gunpoint to do God knows what, and then realize he was able to convince the cartel to sign a contract and not get killed in the process, is the most craziest storyline, the most entertaining. You're on your seat, you're wanting Billy Bob, Tommy Norris to stay alive, and it's just so much fun. And that's a show. And that's what I'm saying. Nobody are creating TV shows and movies like that right now. Like, a lot of it is like an adaptation of an adaptation. A lot of it is not original anymore. And I love how original these TV shows that we're watching, Lioness, Landman. I mean, Lioness is inspired by the real Lioness in real life, but Lioness and Landman are both very original shows and highly entertaining. And you just really want to know what happens to Cooper Norris and his team. Is he able to create a company? You want to know if Billy Bob ends up living, because he drinks beers like it's water. And you want to know if Michelle Randolph, played by Ansley Norris, the daughter who constantly shows off her butt to random white men, has another boyfriend and ends up moving out of the house. I don't know. But apparently, like, she now befriends, like, the neighbor. We see where that storyline goes. So it's interesting. It's different. Okay? And I'm loving it. I don't know who is giving Taylor Sheridan all of this money to do it, but keep doing it. Keep doing it. And if you have money, give it to a creator who is a person of color, who also has the chops, who also has, the talent. Me. I feel like I can totally write a TV script, a movie script right now. I've been thinking about it for years, honestly. Like, to be not... Honestly, I do feel like I have the chops to write my own TV show and movie script. And I've been telling myself that I should do it. And I want to do it. I should do it. Maybe that'll be like a goal for 2025. Write a TV script. And... anyways. And yes, I do think that Taylor Sheridan's, donors should share their wealth and give money to, racialized writers and racialized creators who want to also create their own TV show and movies on Amazon, on Netflix. Give a path. But listen, I like Taylor Sheridan because he's creating good TV shows and movies. If he acts up, you're done. Okay, you're done. I'm loving it. Let me know what you guys think about Landman. Let me know what you guys think about Lioness. Landman is very good. Like, very good. The acting is also very well done. The lines for Tommy Norris, Billy Bob, is incredible. His acting, very good. He acts like who was raised from Texas. Maybe he is. I'm obsessed. I can't wait. Like, I'm probably going to watch them tonight. I think I'm on episode 6 or whatever. Let me know what you guys think. I am going to be doing a Ultimatum review. There's a lot of movies and TV shows that are coming up. Stay up to date to them, y'all. stay woke and stay healthy and stay safe. And let me know what you guys think about Landman and Lioness. And don't forget to subscribe, please. Subscribe. Subscribe.